Hello, hello. Yeah. So today we are going to have a small outlook regarding the network congestion control basic strategies. So in this we have two important basic concepts. That is the traffic shaping. Another one is token bucket algorithms. So these two are the two important algorithms that play a major importance role as far as networking concepts are concerned. So let us just have an outline of traffic shaping. So we all generally see the traffic in the roads mainly. So let us just imagine the traffic without a traffic policeman so that the traffic will be congested. So our theme is to eliminate the congestion. So congestion is going to become the major problem for any sort of transmission in the network. So in order to resolve the congestion, we are going to use some sort of practices. So one of the basic practice is the traffic shaping. So it is the practice that is used to control the rate and volume of network traffic so that the performance of the network can be optimized according to the prevention of the congestion that takes place. So the primary goal is to have smooth data flow patterns. So that takes place in over a network. And we are supposed to prevent the congestion so that the traffic can be routed easily. Another one is we can optimize the bandwidth. Another one is we can have a quality of service. We can have the assurance of the quality of service. So the best traffic analogy that comprises of is that when you go ahead in a toll plaza, you can see a lot of traffic without any control. So until and unless the toll was checked out, you cannot go ahead. The traffic cannot be mitigated according to the circumstances. So let us just imagine the traffic shaping techniques that takes place in the toll booth. In the toll booth, if you go ahead and if you observe that there is any sort of disturbance that occurs during the trafficking control, you can observe clearly that there is some sort of disturbances that occur in a toll booth because there are some sort of issues that might occur when going ahead with the tickets. So let us just imagine a system where we have without the toll plazas, we can automatically generate based on the kilometer per hour. So that deals with the traffic shaping techniques. So we cannot have any sort of traffic disturbances. Traffic will be routed according to the circumstances, according to the kilometers. Amount will be checked out according to the circumstances, and it will be cut automatically. So this is one of the example of traffic shaping. So when compared to the other mechanisms, we need to shape the traffic according to the routing mechanisms that we use so that congestion cannot be occurred during the traffic. So this is one of the major important things. Another one more important thing is that traffic floating. So this is also one of the important technique. When we have huge amount of congestion that takes place over a network, we are supposed to maintain and sustainable network along with the fair resources. So that is one of the most important technique that we need to use so that traffic can be prevented according to the circumstances. So this is one of the most important technique where we can get the overall information of the traffic. So depending on the trafficking, we can admit that we need to slow it or we need to control it. The major thing is that we need to have the traffic in a most cost control effective manner along with the fairness. So that is the major thing that deals with as far as congestion control techniques are concerned. So this is one of the major important analogy that takes place from Ramayana. So if Hanuma has the complete control or the full control over the efficiency to route a packet, he does not know the sense, but he looks as it is. The behavior is as usual when compared to the behavior when it is get routed with full of energy. So this image suggests that it is full of energy. With the full of energy, Hanuma going to route the packets according to the circumstances. So this is the normalized energy that takes place when routing the packets. So the thing is that we do not use the overall controlled energy whenever it is necessary. But we need to define the energy which is as usual or as it is. That is going to play a major important role as far as traffic throttling technique is concerned. So when compared to the other strategies, we have two important algorithms. One is leaky bucket algorithm, another one is token bucket algorithm. Just have a look over these two protocols in a wider manner. I'll be focusing on the yeah. So we need to understand two important algorithms here in the congestion control techniques. One is the leaky bucket, another one is the token bucket. When we consider the leaky bucket algorithm, you can have, as you know that we need to shape the traffic according to the circumstances because the data may get overflow or congested that might take place. So when there is any sort of flood that occurs, there is a greater water flow that occurs during that particular region is concerned. So we need to get the overflow trafficking in an natured manner so that traffic can be nurtured according to the circumstances. So this is the major thing. So when compared to the leaky bucket, we are going to have the water request flows in varying rates, but there is some sort of leakage in the flow of the packets, so that the packet can be adjusted according to the overflow techniques. It cannot be overflowed. It is going to have the steady flow. When there is any sort of overflow, it might get lost. So in order to avoid the loss of the packets, we are going to maintain the consistent and flow of the packets according to the circumstance. So the best thing is that whenever you are going to checking on a subway or an airport, you will be having some sort of request that enters into the varying rates. So there is some huge amount of population that takes place in an airport or a subway. So all the people are not able to check at once. So they need to have some fixed throughput and they need to have some overflow management that takes place. So all the safety measurements, based on the safety measurements, only individual can go ahead and map the particular region and go to that particular region according to the circumstances. So this is one of the major examples for leaky bucket. Now compared to the leaky bucket, we have token bucket. Let us just consider the same. Let us just consider one more analogy, that is the cinematic analogy. If you are going to watch a movie outside the cinema hall, you will have the overflow of all the packets. So you cannot control the complete traffic in that particular area. So what you are going to do, you are going to split up the people by nurturing a split so that these people can watch the movie, these people can watch in another show. So like that, you can do it. So this is one of the example of leaky bucket. Now, when compared to the leaky bucket, we have the token bucket. In the token bucket, every entry is going to take some sort of permission. Like movie tickets, will have all the movie tickets at once. Whoever go to the movie, that particular seat can watch that particular movie. So this is one of the major example that takes place, as well as the video streaming that you watch regularly. That is also comes under the token bucket. So now compared to the various measurements, so various comparisons between the leaky bucket and token bucket. So leaky bucket have constant and smooth burst, but token bucket has variable and allowed bursts. So when compared to the burst, it can drop the packets. There may be some loss of packets that occurs in the leaky bucket, but when compared to leaky bucket, token bucket is going to store all the packets. So the best example is the ISP bandwidth shaping that takes place in the leaky bucket as leaky bucket, and video streaming and API limits. This comes under the use case study of token bucket. So compared to complexity, it is very simple to implement, but it is slightly complex to implement when compared to the leaky bucket. So these are the few differences when compared to leaky bucket and token bucket. So what are the major things that we can choose is that leaky bucket is predictable. We can have the study of the predictability like VoIPs that we use on the real-time systems. These two are going to use the leaky buckets. When compared to leaky buckets, token buckets, we are going to use the Google Web APIs and file transmissions that takes place. So these are the two illustrations that takes place in the leaky bucket and token bucket. So any other queries from your side?